Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. How are you dears? All are fine? Okay. Then in our last class we discussed the schoolboy and its question answers and everything, right? Today we are going to discuss our new chapter. This is Geordie's farm. Ready? Read all of you. This is Geordie's farm. Okay, it's a simple, a small story, very interesting. All of you listen carefully. Then by here M.K. Rowlings. Okay, Marjorie Kinnan Rowlings. Then it's a simple story about a farm and a boy, a little boy, heart touching. Okay, then all of you open page number 87. Then we can start. Okay, all of you ready? Okay. Before you read, often instead of rushing to the doctor, to treat a small cut or burn, we find quick and effective cures using things available at home. Can you think of some such home remedies for? A cut on your knee, a burn on your arm, a bee sting. In this story, all of you, we know that we have some home remedies. If we have anything, surely we have some. പെട്ടെന്നൊരു മുറിവൊക്കെ ആവുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്താണ് നമ്മളെടുത്തില്ലേ നമ്മളെ പറമ്പിലൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട് ഒരു ചെറിയ ചുമപ്പില്ല റെഡിഷ് കളർ ചെടിയുണ്ട് അത് നന്നായിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യും വി ആർ സ്ക്വീസിങ് ആൻഡ് വി ആർ യൂസിങ് that thing, that juice in our wood like that. We have so many home remedies. Here in this story, Geordie's father has been bitten by a rattlesnake. He quickly kills a dog and uses its heart and liver to draw out poison. Okay, what is his home remedy for the biting of a rattlesnake? Kill a dog and uses its heart and liver to draw out the poison. Geordie wonders what will happen to the little fawn left without a mother. Okay, that is his thoughts. Okay, about his little fawn, little baby. Okay, all of you listen carefully. Geordie allowed his thoughts to drift back to the fawn. He could not keep it out of his mind. He had held it. In his dreams, in his arms, he slipped from the table and went on his father's bedside. Penny lay at rest. His eyes were open and clear, but the pupils were still dark and dilated. Geordie said, "How are you feeling, Pa?" "Just fine, son. Old death has gone thieving elsewhere, but wasn't it a close shave?" "I agree," Penny said. "I'm proud of you, boy, the way you kept your head and did what was needed." Okay. Geordie allowed his thought to drift back. Drift back means go back. Go back to the farm. He could not keep it out of his mind. He had gripped it. He had gripped. Held it means gripped it about that farm. Baby. In his dreams, in his arms, he slipped. What is the meaning of slipped? One without sound from the table and went to his father's bedside. Already said that bitten by a rattlesnake. And Penny, his father, Penny lay at rest, peacefully at rest. His eyes were open and clear, but the pupils were still dark and light dilated, that enlarged. All persons are dark. Then Geordie said, "How are you feeling, Pa?" Then, "Just fine, son. Old death has gone. Thieving, that means stealing, elsewhere. But wasn't it a close shave? That means I think that surely I will die. But it's a close shave. Close shave means a narrow escape from death. I agree, yes. Penny said, I am proud of you, boy, the way you kept your head and did what was needed. I am proud of you. Only because of you, I escaped from death. Pa, yes, son. Pa, do you recollect the dough and the fawn? Do you know dough and the she-deer, then fawn its baby. I can never forget the poor dog saved me. And that's certain truth. Pa, the fawn may be out there yet. It might be hungry and very scared. Then they think about that fawn. It may be hungry and scared. I suppose so. Pa, I'm a big boy now and don't need to drink milk. Why don't I go and see if I can find the fawn? I want to see. I want to take that fawn Found it here. And bring it here and rise it here. Penny lay quiet, staring at the ceiling. Boy, you have got me hemmed in. Nee enne dilemma, nee enne confused aakkaruthu. It won't take much to rise it. Pa, it is not much time to rise it. അതിനെ വളർത്താൻ അത്ര വലിയ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. It will soon start eating leaves and acorns. പിന്നെ അത് പെട്ടെന്ന് തന്നെ acorn means small brown nuts. Don't worry, surely it will start to eat green leaves and acorns. പെട്ടെന്ന് തിന്ന് തുടങ്ങിക്കോളും. Then, you're smarter than boys of your age. You're very smart, his father said. We took its mother and it was to blame. That means I was not, we took its mother. അതിൻ്റെ അമ്മേനെ എടുത്തത് നമ്മളല്ലേ പറഞ്ഞു. Okay, surely it seems ungrateful, that means thankless, to leave it to starve. Because we killed its mother, then if we didn't take care of it, surely it will be thankless to him. Son, I can't say no to you. I never thought I would live to see another day. That means I couldn't say no because ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ സർവൈവ് ചെയ്യും ഓവർകം ചെയ്യും എന്നുള്ള എനിക്കറിയില്ലായിരുന്നു. Okay. Can I ride back with the mill wheel and see if I can find it? Then again Jody asked. What asked? Can I ride back with the mill wheel and see if I can find it? Then father said, can I mill wheel എന്ന person name? Okay, mill wheel കൂടെ പോയിട്ട് എനിക്ക് അതിനെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ എന്നെ സമ്മതിക്കുമെന്ന് ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. Tell your mom. I said you can go. Okay, I said you can go. Just tell your mom. He silted back, walked back quickly, very happily, trying not to be noticed, and to the table and sat down. His mother was pouring coffee for everyone. I already told you that a large, that means so many persons are there. Then she was pouring coffee at everyone. He said, Ma, Pa says I can go. Pa says that I can go bring back the fawn. She held the coffee pot on the mid air. What fawn? The fawn belonging to Joe we killed. Why they killed? They killed that fawn for Joe for taking its heart. For rescue his father. Then belonging to Joe we killed. We used the doe's liver to draw out the poison and save Pa. Understand? ഫാദറിനെ റാറ്റി സ്നേക്ക് ബൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ എന്താണ് നമ്മൾ കൊടുത്തില്ലേ അതിൻ്റെ കുഞ്ഞിനെ എടുക്കാനാണ്. She gasped. Well, for pity's sake, please. Pa says it would be ungrateful to leave it to starve. അതിനെ പട്ടിണി കിട്ടാൽ എന്താണ് അത് നന്ദികേടാവുമെന്നാണ് പപ്പ പറയുന്നത്. Doc Wilson said, that's right, ma'am. Nothing in the world comes quite free. The boy's right and his daddy's right. Bill said, you can ride back with me. I will help you find it. Okay, Bill ready for taking him for searching that fawn. Have you seen that picture? Yes. She set down the pot helplessly. Well, if you will give to your milk, we have got nothing else to feed it. Millville said, "Come on, boy, we have got to get ready." Then Ma Baxter asked anxiously, "You will not be gone long, okay? Don't go long." Then Jody said, "I will be back before dinner for sure." Millville mounted. Mounted means go on his horse and pull Johnny up behind him. Have you seen that picture? Yes. He said to Millville, "Do you think the fawn's still there? Will you help me find him?" "We will find him if he is alive. How you know it's he?" Understood? അവൻ ജീവനോടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് അവനെ രക്ഷിക്കാം. Then how will you find that is he? അവൻ എങ്ങനെയാണ് നീ പറയുന്നത്? The sports were all are in a line. One day Joe Fawn passes, the sports are every which way. എല്ലാ സ്പോർട്സും എന്താണ് ഒരേ ലൈനിലാണ്. അങ്ങനെ വരുമ്പോൾ അവൻ എന്താണ്? He. Understood? Okay. Then all of you took a comprehension check. What had happened? Jody's father. Bitten by Jody's father was bitten by a Jody's father had been bitten by a rattlesnake. Okay. How did the Joe save Penny's life? Joe's father Jody's how did Joe save Penny's life? Penny's Jody's father's life എങ്ങനെയാ? Joe save ചെയ്തത് എങ്ങനെയാ? Yes. Jody's father Penny killed the Joe and he used his heart and liver to draw out the poison. He used heart and liver to draw out the poison. That already in your textbook. Okay, surely want to write your notes now, today, now. Then, which is the third question? Why does Jody want to bring the fawn home? Jody's father had killed fawn's mother, right? Then here, now the fawn could not get its milk. Understood? Now, the fawn could not get its milk and he was likely to starve. He was going to starve. Starve in the forest. So Jody wants to bring the fawn home and he intends to ride the fawn. Right. Okay. How does Jody know that the fawn is a male? Because Jody's father already told him that if the lines are in if the sports were all in a line, it should be a male. Right. Okay. Then you want to write these 4 answers now itself after the class. Okay. Jody gave himself over to thoughts of the fawn and they passed the abandoned clearing. Abandoned clearing means surely we know that bush undavilla adu clear cheyidonde avaru yathra thodangി. And he said, "Cut to the north, Millville. It was up here that Pa got bitten by a snake and killed the doe and saw the fawn." We want to go the north. That place father was bitten by the snake and he killed the doe and saw the fawn. Suddenly Jody was unwilling to have Millville with him. With him. If the fawn was dead, he could not be found. He could not have his disappointment seen. And if the fawn was there, the meeting would be so lovely and so secret that he could not endure to share it. He said, "It's not far now, but the scrubs is very thick for a horse. I can make it on foot." Okay. Then what he said? There is one important question answer here. Then Jody said that I think the scrub, its bush is very hard. Then the horse couldn't suffer. Then surely I can walk. Then Jody said that bush ഒക്കെ എന്താ നല്ല തിങ്ങി നടന്നുകൊണ്ട് എന്താ ഹോഴ്സിന് ഇച്ചിരി ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ആയിരിക്കും, അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ നടന്നു പോയിക്കോളാം അതിൽ. ബിക്കോസ് എന്താ റീസൺ ഓൾറെഡി ദർ, റീസൺ ആണ് ആ പാരഗ്രാഫിൽ. Then suddenly Jody was unwilling to have Millville with him. Millville കൂടെ കൊണ്ടുപോവാൻ എന്താണ് unwilling, താല്പര്യമില്ല. കാരണം എന്താണ്? Because there are 2 reasons for that. One is if the fawn was dead or couldn't be found, he could not have his disappointment seen. അവനുണ്ടാകുന്ന ഡിസപ്പോയിൻമെന്റ് ആര് കാണാൻ പാടില്ല? മിൽവിയില് കാണാൻ പാടില്ല. ഒരു പക്ഷേ ഫോൺ മരിക്കുക അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡെഡ് ആവുകയോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുകയോ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ ആര് ഡിസപ്പോയിന്റ് ആവും? ഷുവർലി ജോഡി വിൽ ഡിസപ്പോയിന്റ് ആൻഡ് നോ നീഡ് ടു സീൻ ടു ഹൂം. ആര്? മിൽവിയിൽ അത് കാണാൻ പാടില്ല. ഒരു റീസൺ അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ്. സെക്കൻഡ് റീസൺ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇഫ് ദ ഫോൺ വാസ് ദർ ദ മീറ്റിംഗ് വുഡ് ബി സോ ലവ്ലി ആൻഡ് സോ സീക്രട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഫോൺ അതുവരെ അവിടെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവരുടെ മീറ്റിംഗ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സോ ലവ്ലി ആയിരിക്കണം, പിന്നെ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എന്തുമായിരിക്കണം? ആൻഡ് സോ സീക്രട്ട്. നോ വൺ വാണ്ട് ടു ഷെയർ ദാറ്റ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ്. Understood? That's why he is saying like that. അപ്പോൾ അന്നേരം പകുതി വെച്ചിട്ട് യാത്ര എന്താണ്? മുറിഞ്ഞു പോവാണ് അല്ലേ? പകുതി വെച്ചിട്ട് മിൽവിനോട് പറയാണ് ഐ തിങ്ക് ബെറ്റർ ടു യു ക്യാൻ സ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഹിയർ, ഐ ക്യാൻ വാക്ക്. Then here all of you listen, make it on foot. Then but I'm afraid to leave you, boy. Suppose you got lost or got bitten by a snake too. Okay, I can't because maybe you lost. Then nashtapudu allegil endana oru snake may ado I will take care. Then he said that I will take care. It might take me a long time to find the phone. If he is wanted, leave me off right here. Okay, samayam pidikkaru. Surely I can. Then he said, all right, but you take it easy now. You know north here and east. Then there and there, all pine maze be a bearing. That means act as a compass and helps identity direction. I can understood north and east. There and there. Okay, this so long. So long will be an oblique. Okay, anyway, thank you. He waited for the sound of the hooves to end. Then he cut the right and Scruggs was still. അവനങ്ങനെ ഉള്ളിലേക്ക് നടന്ന് നീങ്ങിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. Only his son cracking of twigs sounded across the silence. ആ സൗണ്ട് അവനെന്താണ്? ആ breaking of twigs. ആ സൗണ്ട് മാത്രമേ അന്നേരം അവിടെയുള്ളൂ. Okay, he wondered for an instant if he had mistaken his direction. Okay, anyway, what happened to him? He was walking alone in that forest. Then a buzzard rose in front of him and flapped into the air. Buzzard means a large bird like a vulture. Understand? A vulture in front of him. Then he understood that. What he understood? Listen. He came into the clearing under the oaks. Buzzard sat in a circle around the carcass of the doe. Understood already? He told that is leg. They killed doe for taking its heart and liver. Okay. Then carcass of the dead body of the doe. Buzzard means a large bird like a vulture. And they turned their heads on her long scrawny necks and hissed at him. He threw his bows at them and then flew into adjacent tree. He just threw them, then they just entered into the adjacent nearby tree. The sand showed a big cat prints upon a big cat killed fresh, and they had left the doe and the carrion birds. Okay, then carrion birds, which means that vultures and everything, carnivorous birds. Then he parted the grass at the place where he had seen the fawn. It did not seem possible that it was only yesterday. The fawn was not there, and he circled the clearing. Then he started to clear the bushes. Then there was no sound, no sign. The buzzards clapped their wings, only sound, impatient to return to their business. And they are only that sound only there. Okay, then buzzardsne അടി ഒടിച്ചില്ലേ, അപ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹം തിരിച്ചു വരാനുള്ള അവരുടെ സൗണ്ടുകൾ. Then he returned to the spot where the fawn had emerged and dropped on all fours and steadying the sand for the small of hoof prints and the night's rain and washed away all the tracks except those of cat and buzzards. അവിടെ എന്താണ്? ആ ഫോണിൻ്റെ ഒരു ട്രാക്സും ഒന്നും അവിടെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ലായിരുന്നു. Everything washed because of rain. Then here Jody didn't want to Millville with him for two reasons. What were they? And I told you that. Told you what happened, right? Then, which are the two reasons? I told you to underline, not I told you. Then you can underline it now. Suddenly, Jody was unable to. Then, what? If the phone was dead, from that onwards, page number 90. Okay. Why was Millville afraid to leave Jody alone? May bitten by a snake. That two answers. Then earlier 4, again 2. That means 6 question answers. Okay. Don't forget. Okay, all of you. Okay, simple. Then we are moving our part 3. Then listen, movement directly in front of him startled him so that he tumbled backward. The fawn lifted its face to his and turned its head with a wide, wandering motion and shook him through with the stares of the liquid eyes. And it was curing. It made no effort to rise or run. Jody could not trust himself to move. Okay, all of you listen. Movement directly in front of him startled. Then what he saw then after? Yes, he surprised him so that he was tumbled, rolled over backward. The fawn lifted his face to his. Okay, and it turned its head with a wide, wandering motion and shook him through with the stares of liquid eyes. Then who Jody found? His firm, and he was curing and shaking, and it made no effort to rise or run. എണീക്കാനോ ഓടാനോ പറ്റാത്ത ഒരു സാഹചര്യത്തിലാണ്. Okay, he whispered, "Yes, it's me." Then the fawn lifted his nose, scenting him and just smelling him. He reached out one hand and laid it on the soft neck. The touch made him delirious. Delirious means extremely excited. He moved forward on all fours until he was close beside it. He put his arms around its body and he took a high convulsion. Convulsion means shiver passed over it, but it did not stir. എന്താണ് വിറക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, പക്ഷെ അതിനെ അങ്ങനെ ചേർത്തെടുത്തു. He stroked his sides as gently as though the fawn were a china tear and he might break. If it is, he just stroked, he just hold. It's like that. If it is a china dear, surely it will broken. And its skin was very soft and it was sleek, and that means smooth, and it is clean, and it had a sweet scent of grass. Okay, then have you seen that picture? Yes. Then he rose slowly and lifted the fawn from the ground, and its legs hung limply and they were surprisingly long, and he had to hoist the fawn as high as possible under his arm. Because I told you that ട്വിക്സും എന്താണ് അബൻഡൻ്റ് ആണ്, ട്വിക്സും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ അതിനെങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് ഉയരത്തിൽ പൊക്കി പിടിച്ചിട്ടാണ് ആ ഒരു ഫൗണ്ടിനെ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത് ജോഡി. ബിക്കോസ് ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ചൈന ഡിയർ ഷുവർലി ഇറ്റ് വിൽ broken. Then he took very safely, very calm and very carefully that fawn. He was afraid that it might kick and bleed at sight and smell of its mother. He was afraid that it might kick. Why? Because and bleed because at sight and smell of its mother. Okay, then he skirted the clearing. Then he just skirted clearing and pushed his way into the thickets. That thickets means I told you that bush ആണ് അത്രയും തിക്ക് നിറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന, അതിൻ്റെ ഇടയിൽ കൂടെ എന്താണ് വഴി ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ നടന്നു വരികയാണ്. The fawn's legs caught in the bushes and he could not lift his fawn with freedom, and he tried to protect its face from prickling vines. അപ്പോൾ അത് മുഖത്ത് ആ വെള്ളിപ്പടക്കുകളൊക്കെ തട്ടാതിരിക്കാനൊക്കെ സേഫായിട്ട് പിടിച്ചിട്ടാണ് കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത്. And he tried to protect his face. Shield means protect his face from prickling vines. And its head bobbed. Bobbed means moved up and down with his stride, with his walk. His heart thumped, that beat very fastly with the marvel of its acceptance of him. And he reached the trail and walked as fast as he could until he came to the intersection with the road to home. അവിടെ intersection റോഡിലേക്ക് എത്തുന്ന റോഡ് വരെ ഫാസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് തന്നെ അവന് ആ ജോഡി കുഞ്ഞിനെയും കൊണ്ട് എത്തി. He stopped to rest and set the fawn down to his dangling. അങ്ങനെ തൂങ്ങി നടന്ന് അവനെ മെല്ലെ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. Then it wavered, that means unsteady. Unsteady means it is moving and on them, and it looked at him and bleated. Looked at him and bleated. Bleating sounds. He said, enchanted, I will carry you after I get my breath. Okay, I will take you after getting my breath. Okay. Then he remembered his father saying that a fawn would be followed if it had first been carried. Understood? First been ആരാണ് എടുത്ത ആൾക്കാരുടെ കൂടെ എന്താണ് ഫോണ് പതിയെ പിന്നാലെ വരാൻ തുടങ്ങും. He started away slowly. The fawn stared after him. Stared means look sharply at him. Then he came to it and stroked it and walked away again. It took a few wobbling steps towards him and cried piteously. Okay, then what fawn Jodi did? Jodi walked, and then who started to follow him here? That fawn. Then again it took a few wobbling steps and he's just looking at him piteously. He couldn't walk because yesterday his mother died yesterday and he didn't get anything to eat. Then it was willing to follow him. Okay, anyway, Jodi understood that here that fawn willing to follow him. It belonged to him. It was his own. Then he understood that it was his own, and he was light-headed with his joy, and he wanted to fondle it. He wanted to care it. Okay, light-headed means unable to think clearly. Then he wanted to chaos, to run and romp with it. Then he started romp with it, to call to it to come to him, and he dared not alarm it. Okay, അവനെ പേടിപ്പിക്കാതെ മെല്ലെ അതിനെ അവൻ്റെ കൂടെ കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ. He picked it up and carried it in front of him over his two arms. But he picked it up and carried him in front of his two arms. It seemed to him that he walked without effort. His arms began to ache and he was forced to stop again. And again he wanted to nikkedi vannu le. Then when he walked on, the fawn followed him at once. Veendum endana avane follow cheythu varan thodanghi. He allowed it to walk a little distance and then picked it up again. Endana pinne adine edukkan thodangum. The distance home was nothing. He could have walked all day into the night, carrying it and watching it follow. Then he was wet with sweat, but a light breeze blew through the June morning, cooling him. Okay, then the sky was as clear as spring water. And then spring water pole and the തെളിഞ്ഞ ആകാശമായിരുന്നു in a blue china cup. Then here he came to the clearing, and it was fresh and green after the night's rain. And he fumbled തപ്പിത്തടഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടാണ് with the latch, and was finally obliged to set down the fawn to manage it. Then he had an idea. He would walk into Penny's bedroom with the fawn walking behind him. Okay, then he understood that എന്താണ് വീട്ടിലെത്തുമ്പോൾ എന്താണ് ഫോണിനെ എൻ്റെ കൂടെ ഒരുമിച്ച് നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടുവരണം എന്നാണ് ആലോചിച്ചത്. ഓക്കെ, then here, but at the steps the fawn backed means was unwilling to it for the steps, at the steps. Then and he refused to climb them. That means at the time step refused to climb them. And he picked it up and went to his father. Penny lay with the clothes. Then at last they reached their home. Okay, Jodi called, "Pa, look." Penny turned his head. Jodi stood beside him. Then fawn clutched hard against him. It seemed to Penny that the boy's eyes were as bright as fawn's, and he said, "I'm glad you found him." Okay, very happy. Then Jodi went to the kitchen, and fawn wobbled at him, followed him, and a pan of morning milk stood in the kitchen. Okay, kitchen safe, and the cream had risen on it. Cream മിൽക്ക് ക്രീം ഇല്ലേ അതിൻ്റെ മുകളിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഹി സ്കിംഡ് ദ ക്രീം ഇൻ ടു എ ജിഗ്, എന്താണ് ക്രീം മാറ്റി. ആൻഡ് ഹി പോർഡ് മിൽക്ക് ഇൻ ടു സ്മോൾ ഗോട്ട്, എ സ്മോൾ ചെറിയൊരു പാത്രത്തിലേക്ക് എന്ത് മാറ്റി, പാൽ. ഫോർ വാട്ട് ഹിയർ ഹി ഈസ് ഡൂയിങ് ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്, ഫോർ അവർ fawn. And he held it out in the fawn, and it buttered it suddenly, smelling the milk. And he saved his precariously from spilling over the floor. It could make nothing of milk in the gourd, and he couldn't drink. Okay, then he dipped his fingers, but he didn't do anything in that with that milk. Then what he did, Jody dipped his fingers into the milk and thrust them into the fawn's soft wet mouth. It sucked greedily. അത് പെട്ടെന്ന് എന്ത് ചെയ്തു, suck ചെയ്തു. Then when he withdrew them, it bleated frantically and buttered him. Again, he just what happened to him? He just, read my dears. Okay, read. Again he started to butter him. Buttered him means head on ഇങ്ങനെ കുത്താൻ തുടങ്ങി അല്ലേ, കിട്ടായിട്ട്. Then here he dipped his fingers again as he fawn sucked. Again what he did, he dipped his fingers here and again fawn sucked. And he lowered them slowly into the milk. അതിനെ മെല്ലെ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു, മിൽക്കിലേക്ക് ലോവർ ചെയ്തു. The fawn blew and sucked and snorted. What he did, then he sucked, he drank everything. Okay, sucked and snorted. Then it stamped, it's small, it stamped means it's very, snorted means made sound of the mouth, made sound of the mouth. And it stamped its small hooves impatiently as long as he had his level of the milk. What he did, then as long as he held his finger below the level of the milk, adile angane vechittu adinte edu suck edo complete edu. All of you listen what he did. As long as he held his fingers below the level of the milk, the fawn was contented. Okay, fawn eat complete and satisfied. Okay, then it closed his eyes dreamily, and it was ecstasy to feel its tongue against his hand. Ecstasy means great pleasure. And its small tail flickered means moved back and forth. The last of the milk vanished in the swirl of foam and gurgling. Foam means that foams. Okay, then here gurgling means sound of coming from the throat, gurgling sound. Okay, then what happened, how he succeeded, he put his fingers into that milk, right? Then all of you read the last paragraph again, my dears. He dipped his fingers into the milk and thrust them into the fawn's soft wet mouth, and it sucked greedily. When he withdrew them, it bleated frantically. Right? While the suck came, bleat cheyan thodanggi. Then he dipped his fingers again as the fawn sucked, and he lowered them slowly into the milk, and the fawn blew and sucked and snorted. It stamped into his small hooves impatiently, stamped his small hooves impatiently as long as he held his fingers below the level of the milk, and he completed everything. And it closed his eyes dreamily. It was ecstasy to feel its tongue against his hand, and its small tail flickered back and forth, and the last of the milk vanished in the swirl of foam and gurgling. Okay, then at last everything ended happily. Okay, how did Jody bring the fawn back? Give me, how did Jody bring the fawn back home? Give me the fawn's mother. The fawns, give me the fawns. Carcasses lay in a clearing. Jody feared that its smell might agitate the fawn, but nothing happened. Carcass adinte manam adine agitate cheyunu vicharichu, പക്ഷെ nothing happened, right? So he skirted the clearing, and in doing so he had to pass through the thickets, right? Okay, all of you open your notebook and write the question. Write this answer only now or in your textbook. I think better to write in your textbook. Okay, right. The fawn's mother, carcass, fawn's mother's carcass, 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 lay in the clearing, clearing, lay in the clearing. Jody feared that its smell might agitate the fawn. Jody feared, F-E-A-R-E-D, feared that its smell might agitate, A-G-I-T-A-T-E, agitate the fawn, full stop. So he skirted the clearing, and full stop, S-K-I-R-T-E-D, skirted the clearing. Full stop. He doing so, he had passed the thicket, then you can write I think so. Okay, then he cleared the bushes, and then here then he just tried to hold the fawn in his hand carefully, and from the bushes, and he did his best to protect him. Then reaching the road, he walked fast, and he stopped for rest when he reached the road home. Then he put the fawn down, but he couldn't step on. Then he bleated again and everything. Okay, then I give you 2-3 lines of this answer. Then you can write your own. He protected that fawn himself very carefully, and they reached the home. Right. Okay. Then second and third question also. What is that? Second question you can write your own. Then third question, how did the deer drink milk from the goat? Okay. Then all of you write that third question. Question is, how did the deer drink milk from the goat? Okay. At first the deer couldn't drink from the goat. Jody dipped his fingers in the milk. Then he thrust them into the fawn's mouth. It sucked greedily. Next time, as the deer sucked his fingers, he lowered them into the goat, his work, and the fawn began to suck the goat. Okay, suck from the goat. The last paragraph we already read again, right? Okay, that is the answer of question number 3. Then question number 4. How did Jody's mother react when she heard that he is going to bring the why didn't the fawn follow Jody up the step he had to thought it would? Because it didn't know how to raise its feet to climb the steps. Fawns raise. Okay, surely you want to write these 4 also. Answer 4 questions answers also today itself. Then 4, 2, 6, 4, 10 question answers you want to write today itself. Okay, and send me in our group. Then read your chapter well. Then if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, then read your chapter 3 or 4 times. Okay, my dears. Thank you.